this will be part 2. Um, this is the last tractor I've bought so far. This one is completely restored. I got it for a good deal. I was pretty happy for how much I paid for a restored tractor, Jubilee. Usually they are up in 6,000, 5,000. So I'm not going to tell you how much I paid for it though. So this tractor, I mean, pretty good tractor. This has got the most power out of, because my other tractor is a little older. But this one I used to plow, so it gets worked. It works to get its spot in the shed, so that's why I work it. But I don't have it do any harvesting. All it does is the digging and the plowing. That's about all I have it do. Otherwise, that tractor back there gets to do all the planting and harvesting. So it's kind of a one does one and the other does the other. This tractor, I can't complain too much about it. I just got it not too long ago, spring, I think. So it has not done that much. The starter, it doesn't like to start on cold days, I can tell you that though, but that's usual. This one just does, I don't know why it does that, but, and the brake has a little squeak to it, but we thought about fixing it, but we really haven't yet, so. Otherwise, this tractor, can't complain, nice tractor. This one is a 1954, which is NAA, is what it stands for then, because it's not a Jubilee. The official Jubilee is from 1953, so. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a little NAA right there in that little by the starter pretty much there. It'll say the number in NAA, then you got 1954 then I think. Otherwise, the Jubilee's up towards the front of the block is where the number is. Sorry about no lights. This one, the lights are finally just not cold start ones. This tractor, my first tractor I got, and this one's an NAA2, but this one, I've heard a lot about this being the original NAA paint scheme, but I don't think it is. The guy, this is how he painted it. I'm not sure if that's true, but I guess this one just sticks out and a lot of people ask questions about it, so. This one though, if you look at, if I had the light on I could show you, but right around the steering wheel, that little, right around in here, you could, around the gauges you can see that the gray is original paint, so I don't think the red striped on the middle is the original scheme. Also, this one got a little attachment that not many tractors have. You see that little thing that kind of pops out? That's the light for your dash. Now that was an attachment that you could get. You search it up on Tractor Club. That's an attachment that you can get for your tractor. Like, you can get paint and all that kind of stuff. You'd even get a, well, it's not like an air compressor, but you'd take out one of the spark plugs and you'd put it in, and then the tractor would run fine, and supposedly you could air up tires with the tractor running. So I don't know how that quite works. It'd be kind of cool to see how that worked. It'd be kind of different, but yeah, this tractor I got, and it only has 36 hours on it since the engine was redone or something like that. That one's only got like 12 on it, 15, 16, something like that. So it's not too many hours. That one's got a restored motor too. So yeah, try to look for tractors with better engines in them. This one though, when it plows, it doesn't want to plow. I can tell you that. It'll make 10 rounds and then it dies. And supposedly you're supposed to put oil in the fuel because there's lead in it or something like that. You can still buy airplane fuel. It's still the same as back in the day, but that is not cheap. So, well, we've yet to test out the oil idea on this tractor. So, otherwise, this tractor's got a horn attachment, which is an original, but got it before I put this on. Pretty cool though. So, next on the list is the Alice Chalmers C. This one was the cheapest of all the tractors I've bought, and we found him on the side of a road, and the guy, when we were looking at it, the tractor, the clutch had been sitting for a while. It had been sitting for a while, so the clutch was a little sticky. So then the guy kind of gave us a deal. I think he felt kind of bad, so he threw us a deal on it. This tractor is my belt tractor, so I can run my corn sheller. You've seen that one video, and my uncle's got a cultivator for it, but I don't know if I'd ever put it on because it's meant for a CA or something like that. And well, this is close enough, but It's not the design I would prefer to put on this tractor. I've seen better designs for it, so I have yet to decide on that if we ever do that. Oh, this tractor, can't complain either about it. This one does my dragging. We'll see how it pulls that John Deere drag. Should do just fine. Otherwise, this one does my dragging. There is a little something with the hood. I don't know what they did, but I think it's meant for another tractor, and they just tried to fit it on this one, and they pounded the metal up and all kinds of stuff on this one, so cut holes and stuff. I don't know what they did cut on this one, if they cut the front part of it off, the metal. I don't know quite wise. Otherwise, this tractor is pretty good. Got a pretty much no dents in the front end, which I liked about that. It's always a key seller, I guess. Otherwise, it's a good tractor. It's been restored. You can tell that. Otherwise, it's been a good tractor. It's got race tires on it, which that comes in handy on the mud. Next, this is just the small parts I have. That is cultivator shields for my cultivator, but I've never put them on. I just bought the cultivator shields separate. There's 2 pairs in there. One's got the brackets to attach, and the other one doesn't have the brackets to attach, or the adjustment brackets or whatever you call them. It doesn't have them. Otherwise, it's got the bracing bars. But one pair will work because they're pretty straight, and the other pair's kind of bent up, but it's not too hard to straighten those out. Next on the little small stuff list is this would be like a fan or air thing, separate your grain or stuff like that. This one, I bought it on auction. Some people say I should have bought it. I'm like, if I buy another one day, I'll use this one for parts, but this one I bought on auction for 25 cents, so I couldn't complain. There's a lot of good parts in here. So if I ever get the chance to buy another one, I'd like to use this one as parts because it is pretty well done. This is what's left of the tarp or whatever you want to call it. And the bottom's pretty well rotted and it would never get used, I guess. Needs a lot of work in order to be back running condition, so I think the reason it was put out of commission is, you can see that, yeah, you can see how it's broken right there. So yeah, the gear's broken, but otherwise it's got the other gears and all that stuff. It's got the fan blades inside, which they're in pretty good condition. I'm surprised because one side looks like it sat in the dirt, and now it sits at an angle. And right here is level, and you can see that's sitting kind of at an angle because yeah, one side's a little longer than the other. That's why I try to store it up high, out of the way. Next on my little tiny list here of stuff I have is this little grain sizer thing. I got 2 of them, same auction as that one. This one I paid, I bought 2 of them for like 20 bucks. Not bad on them. This one's the best one. This one actually kind of runs. My problem is that this little thing right here must be bent or something because it's wearing a hole. Like right in here, it's wearing a hole on this. Because when it goes around, it goes. So I don't know. Trying to figure that out. But then, where was that? Maybe it's on the other side, but there's a decal on it. It's some kind of lifting bros or something like that company. But yeah, I got 2 of these. One is pretty close. I'm surprised the guy didn't throw it away. It's in the other shed, but it's pretty close to junk almost. But it'll be used as a parts one. They're both beans though, so whoever had it, they both had the bean screen on it. So which I thought was pretty cool. Or I call them a bean screen, but there could be other stuff. So don't quote me on that either. So that's what I like about that. And this one, I've used it once. Just you gotta oil it so often so it doesn't wear so bad right in that spot. Otherwise, it works pretty well. So the other little stuff I have is that little garden tiller right there, as you can see. This one, it's got the decal right there. You can barely see it though. Back from the day, I got a Craftsman mower. And then this is just a new 1-row planter for the garden. A little push digger and another little push digger. So, the last thing I got for the little stuff, or 2 more things I'll show you quick. I got this seed tender. This is not seed tender, fertilizer attachment for I think it's original for the attachment of the Dearborn planter because it's got the same name brand, but Some people have done a little modifying to it. They welded it out to get like a bigger sprocket on it or whatever. So I don't know what that's quite for. I don't know why they did that, but otherwise the bar looks original, I guess. Also, I got, those are all my planter C plates. Yes, I got tons and tons of C plates, and I still got some in the planter. So I'm also, let's see. Last but not least, I have the green cleaner. Now this, I can go into the combine here. Oh, my green cleaner. Should have showed this in the last one. Is this little thing right here. Seed goes in. Try and get there. Seed goes in, and then you got the brushes on the other side, which are right there. One's a little bit not off for mice, but that's from the previous one. Otherwise, clean machine. It's got nice screen in it. So, and then it comes out on the back right down there. So, it's got one spot in the middle for all the junk, I'm guessing. So, this one's a pretty good machine too. Well, that's part 2. Part 3 will be on the stuff outside. A lot to talk about this stuff, so thanks for watching.